Hello, Believe Nation. I started the Mentor Me series with the goal to hang around people who've done more than us, and hopefully by spending a little more time with them, some of their attitudes, their beliefs, their mindset, their way of thinking seeps into us to help us become the best version of ourselves. So today we're gonna look at the best of Eric Thomas 2016 motivation. Mentor Me, Eric. Clip number 1 is my personal favorite, and as always, as Eric is talking, if he says something that really resonates with you, please leave it in the comments below, put quotes around it so other people can be inspired as well. Enjoy.
I need you to do me a favor. I just need you to expect to win. Yep. Yeah. You like, come on, E, that's simple. Look, number 1, I need you to expect to win. When you wake up in the morning, I expect to win. I expect it to be a great day. Listen to me very closely. I do not get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to lose. I used to be a loser, high school dropout. I used to be a loser, homeless. I used to be a loser, eating out of trash cans. Listen to me, this ain't no feel-good stuff. I used to be a loser. Now, listen to me, all I do is win. And the first thing I did, I said, look, it's unacceptable. I will not be a loser. All I did was say to myself, I expect to win. Listen to me, when I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I expect it to be a great day. When I grind, I expect to win. When I wake up, I expect a miracle. I expect that phone call. I expected to have marital bliss. I had kids. I expected to have a great relationship with my kids. When I went to school to get my PhD, I expected to pass. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I wake up every day and I expect it. All I need you to do, don't practice to fail. Are you practicing to fail? Are you going to class on time, doing all your homework to fail? So number 1, mental toughness. Everything you put your hands forth to do, expect to be successful. Expect it to be positive. When you set out for a goal, expect that it's going to happen. That's all I need you to do. Number 1, expect it to happen. What if I told you that you never ever have to come up short again? So this is all I need you to do for me today. Listen to me, this is all I need you to do for me today is to declare that it's over. That yesterday was the last day that you were a loser. Like yesterday was the last day you expected to lose. Like yesterday was the last day you expected, listen to me, to come up short. Like all I need you to do is declare for me like losing is over. All I need you to do is speak up and say, I expect to win. It shall come to pass. Come on. It shall come to pass. Like, look, this is your year. Yep, this is the year for you to win. Look, come on, feel it. This is the year. So you got to do me a huge favor. I need you to let go of all the fear. Yep, let it go. Yep, let it go. Anxiety. Yep, let it go. Yep, let it go. I need you to totally believe this is your year to win. Right? For real, I need you to see it. Yep. I need you to see it. This is your year. Like you crossing over. And I remember when I crossed over. I told you. I remember, we're not talking about being a high school dropout. I'm talking about losing. I remember being a loser. I know what it feels like. Like I remember crossing over, and I remember having to believe like I could do this. I remember having to believe like, yo, this is my year. Like that monkey off my back. Like for real, that monkey is off my back. All the stuff that the teachers that didn't believe, like it's off my back. Like academically, I can do this thing. Look, I started believing like I would get up and speak and I wouldn't be afraid anymore. Like I need you to believe me when I tell you this is your year. This is the year to win. And I'm talking about you can win, look, as much as you like, look, win as often as you like, win in whatever categories you like. Like this is the year, all right? So I said it to you last week as we're getting ready. It shall come to pass. Are you hearing me? Like it shall come to pass. There's absolutely nothing, look, stopping you. It shall come to pass. Like it's gonna happen. Immediately when I said it, E, you're gonna get this degree. Boom, it happened. Immediately when I said it, like E.T., you're gonna be one of the top speakers in the world. Like E.T., you're gonna have an impact with not just people in the United States of America, like you're gonna impact the world. Listen to me, once I believed it and started walking into it, guys, woo, I'm telling you, it became a reality. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to understand, all right? because this is going to be difficult for some of you guys. I need you to understand that before, like, you can totally embrace winning, some darkness is going to happen. So between losing and winning, listen to me, between losing and winning, it's going to get dark, right? Between winning and losing, it's going to get stormy, right? But you got to promise me you're going to do the KG. Now, there's a reason why I chose KG, right? KG's story is very, very unique. I need you to go back, Google. I need you to Google it and do your homework. 2003. Not only did they win their division, but they went to the Western Conference Finals, right? And they lost. But this is how it's supposed to go down. Like, once you lose the Western Conference Finals, the next year you're supposed to go back and win it, and you're supposed to go to the finals. You may win, you may lose, right? And then you go back again to the finals, right? And at that time, you win it all, right? No. KG went through a storm, y'all. 2003, they went to the Western Conference Finals. 2004, didn't make it back. 2005, didn't make it back. 2006, didn't make it back. 2007, didn't make it back, guys. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? So, E.T., what does KG have to do with, come on, winning? What does he have to do with winning? Listen to me and pick this one up. This is the most important part. It will come to pass. But what you have to promise me is that in the midst of the storm, you gonna grind it out. In the midst of the storm, you gonna grind it out. And in the midst of losing, they not only did they lose, they lost their coach. There was all kind of conflict with the players. Like they hit a wall, a brick wall. But guess what? KG still was an all-star. KG still won NBA All-First Team, second team, still won rebound titles. Are you hearing me? In the midst of hell. In the midst of hell, KG still grind. And if you can grind your way through that hell, if you can grind your way through that defeat, if you can grind your way through that pain, if you can grind your way through it, I'm telling you, it's going to come to pass. And in 2007, the end of the season, he was drafted to the Boston Celtics, right? And it came to pass, y'all. It came to pass. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I've experienced, and I'm telling you what I saw. So you got to do me a favor before we get out of here. Listen to me. Storms going to happen to all of us. Storms happen to all of us. Watch the difference before we leave. Losers get toxic. Their thinking becomes toxic in the storm. They start thinking negative. They start thinking fear. They start thinking doubt. They start thinking I can't do it. They start thinking the problem is bigger than I am. They start thinking toxic. But winners actually use the storm to fuel them. Listen to me. Losers get weak and give up. Losers surrender. Losers give in. Listen to me very closely. But winners are fueled. They are fueled by the storm. Pain actually pushes them to greatness. They actually love it. They actually feel it. They like the pressure. And they use it as fuel to get to the next level. And that's what KG did for me. All right, guys, I've been watching the Olympics. Yep, I've been watching the Olympics, right? And my favorite part, track and field. Nope, I'm not talking about Usain Bolt. Nope, we ain't on that. Nope, I'm talking about the false starts. Yep, I love it. Yep, you say, E.T., the false starts. Yep, because I'm tired of people asking me, E, why you so passionate? Yep, I'm tired of people saying, E.T., why you so loud? E.T., why you aggressive? Why? Because the real world, the real world is like track and field. And I don't know if you've been watching or if you paid attention, but you get one false start. Yep, that's it, guys. You get one false start, that's it. Like, you don't get a second chance. And what I love about these Olympics, we're gonna show it to you. What I love about these Olympics is one false start, you out. That's right, you've been working for 4 straight years, you out. Absolutely, you don't get a second shot. Like all that stuff you missed, you made some serious sacrifices. Like you got up early in the morning, like you hear what I'm saying? Like you didn't go out with your homies, right? Look, there were some things that you had to give up. For 4 straight years, you've been getting up in the morning. 4 straight years, you've been grinding. 4 straight years, you've been eating different. 4 straight years, you've been in the weight room. 4 straight years, you've been going in, and you ruined it all. You ruined it all with a false start. And you can't say, well, I didn't mean to do this, and I didn't mean to do that, and I made a mistake. There are no mistakes. And that's why I get so passionate. Because in the real world, you don't get 5, 6, 7 chances. And some of you are going through life, you're wondering why you're not successful. You're wondering why you average. You're wondering why you can't live the way you deserve to live. You're wondering why you in lack. You're wondering why you keep coming up short. You think because you say you're sorry. You keep saying, I didn't mean it. You keep saying, my heart's in the right place. Look, in the real world, it's like track and field. They don't care. You get one false start, boom, and you out. So your boy E.T. is passionate. Why? When I tell you that you gotta make sacrifices and you gotta get up at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock and you gotta grind, E.T., why are you telling me that? Why? Because people don't need help sleeping in. People don't need help gaining weight. People don't need help overindulging, making excuses. People don't need help hitting the snooze button. People need help making sacrifices. So it's your boy E.T. telling you, look, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I didn't make up the rules. I'm not saying you don't need a third or fourth chance. I didn't make up the rules, but what I'm telling you is life is like track and field in Rio. You don't always get another one. You don't always get a second one. You don't always get a third one. You don't always get a fourth one. Yep, it's tough, it's hard. Listen to me, if it was easy to stay focused on that starting line, everybody would do it. If it was easy to jump off with a great start, everybody would do it. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy to sacrifice. I'm not telling you it's gonna be easy to grind. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy, but I can tell you this, it will be worth the sacrifice if you can grind your way through it. So like Usain Bolt, no excuses, just adjustments. Execute, my friend, execute. I did not become successful with two-family household with the income $250,000. I was homeless. I was knocked out. I was kicked out of school. I was told never to return. I did this in the midst of trials, in the midst of tribulations. Nobody gave me this. I earned it. Life wasn't a crystal stair for me. Didn't nobody give me a network? I earned a network. I know Warren Buffett because I worked my way to Warren Buffett. I worked my way to Dan Gilbert. I worked my way to the NBA. I worked my way to the NFL. Everybody say, E, how did you crack the code? I grinded my way through the code. That's how I cracked it. I got up every day at 3. At Monday I grind, Tuesday I grind. I don't care what the economy is doing. I don't care who the president is. I don't care who the governor is. I don't care who the mayor is. My mama ain't counting on the governor. My wife ain't counting on the president of the United States of America. My wife ain't counting on the mayor. My wife ain't counting on the commissioner. My wife counting on me. When I walk out that house, she's counting on me to bring home the bacon. Listen to me, guys. Environment is everything. All right, E.T., why is environment everything, guys? 2 things real quick. Why? Because expectation and exposure. Are you hearing me? Expectation and exposure. So catch what I'm saying, right? This is why you got to get out of your environment and get into a new environment if you're going to blow up. So you got KG, who's never been to Boston before. Oh, come on. Come on. You got Jesus Shuttlesworth, never been to Boston before. You got Paul Pierce, who's been in Boston the whole time, right? So they asked the question, like, Paul Pierce, what's the difference between Boston and everywhere else? He said, expectations. Here in Boston, you are expected. Listen to me, don't nobody get excited about having a winning season. Don't nobody get excited about the playoffs. Don't nobody get excited about the Eastern Conference Finals. In Boston, the expectation is to win it all. Are you hearing me? It's a different level. There's levels to this. So much so that Paul Pierce says we don't even hang up Eastern Conference banners. Like when we win the Eastern Conference, we don't even hang that up. In Boston, we only hang up finals banners. That's it. You win the finals or you don't win at all. Look, you think you're doing it. Are you hearing me? You think you're doing it. You're the first one in your family to go to college, right? So for you like, man, I'm the first one. I'm the only one that ever go to college. And you think you've done something, right? You got kids when they go to college. Nobody's excited about the fact they're in college. Nobody's excited about the fact that they graduated. They want to know, are you going to be a doctor? Are you going to be a lawyer? Are you going to be an engineer? It's a different level. Paul Pierce said it's environment. We're not even talking about, come on, we're not even talking about the Boston Celtics. We're talking about Boston. Right up the road, you got the New England Patriots. Right up the road, you got the Boston Bruins. Right up the road, you got Harvard. It's an look, the environment has a level of expectation that's out of this world. And your problem is you are in the environment of average, and you good. And so you good with being good because your environment is average. Are you hearing me? And so you think good is great. Now you told yourself that good is great. Look, I grew up in Detroit, no disrespect, right? But the Lions, they just trying to have a winning season. They just trying to make it to the playoffs. Are you hearing me? They just trying to make it to the playoffs. If you are a Cowboy, it's win it all. If you are a Laker, it's win it all. If you in Boston, it's win it all, guys. Listen to me. It's not just about expectation. It's about exposure. And when you are a Boston Celtics, you've been exposed. Right? When you are a Laker, you've been exposed to the greatest of the great, right? And so there's a level of expectation. I'll never forget when Kobe came to the NBA, Kobe said, I'm not playing for the Charlotte Hornets. I'm not playing for the Charlotte Hornets. I want to be a Laker. And when you walk through that Lakers stadium, when you walk through that Boston stadium, all you see is great. And so because you're being exposed to great, all you know is great. When I came to Michigan State, I was exposed to greatness. I was exposed to Tom Izzo. I was exposed to Mark D'Antonio. I was exposed to the Rose Bowl. I was exposed to the Final Four. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I got around greatness, and so I had no choice but to be great. So I ask you the question, what's your expectations? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your family? What do you want for the next generation? What do you expect of yourself? Listen to me very closely. It's not what coach wants for you. It's not what your mama wants for you. It's not what your daddy wants for you. It's not what your teacher wants for you. It's not what everybody else wants for you. What do you want for yourself? What drives you? What pushes you? What motivates you? What makes you tick? What activates you? What are your expectations for yourself? And then ask yourself, when you wake up every morning, what are you being exposed to? And if you don't like the places you see, if you don't like where you're going, if you don't like what life is showing you, get in an environment of greatness so you can be exposed to greatness. And by beholding, we become changed. By beholding, we become changed. What are you beholding? Where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so if you're focusing on the negative, guess what's going to happen? Your energy is going to go to the negative, and everything is going to be negative because that's where your focus is. That's where your energy is flowing. Listen to me. If you think about that thing, you concentrate on winning. You concentrate on dominating. Listen to me. Whatever you focus on, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And so we going to think about what we're thinking about. You hear me? We're going to think about what we're thinking about. And when we think about those things which are pure, listen to me, come on. That stuff that's true, right? Are you, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things of a good report. Are you hearing me? Meditate on this stuff. Focus on this stuff. It don't mean negative things won't happen, but we're not focusing on it. Are you hearing me? It don't mean that negative things won't transpire, that as you go through the day, something bad won't happen. But we're not going to meditate on it. We're going to focus on what's positive. We're going to focus on what's good, right? And when we focus on that, that's where our energy is going to go. And what's going to happen is the outcomes are going to reflect our thinking. I feel your pain. You like, it ain't easy. E, you don't know where I come from, E.T. Like, it ain't just that easy to go from where I am to get this new circle of influence. Like, yep, I feel you. Yep. I've read the comments. Like, E.T., you don't understand, E. You don't know the environment that I was born in. Like, E.T., you don't know how hard it is to get to where you said, look, I get it. And then I got teachers that have called me, teachers that have reached out like, E.T., you don't know where these kids come from, E.T. You don't understand their circumstance, E.T. Like you giving them this dream that they can get in this different circle. Listen to me, bro. What you want me to do? Come on, what you want me to do? What you want me to tell you to accept the life that you've been given? Huh? What you want? You want me to tell you to give up? Huh? You want me to tell you to quit? Huh? Is that what you want me to say? Is it, you want to hear E.T. say, it's all right to give up. It's all right to surrender. That's what you want me to say? Well, listen to me, bro. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is this, that I did it. Look, and I use one thing. I know it ain't easy. I come from where you come from. I've been there. I've done that. It wasn't easy for me to get to where I am right now. I use two things and two things only. Ain't nobody give me no money to get out the hood. Didn't nobody give me no resources to get out of that abandoned building. I use two things and two things only. One, my mind. I envision myself getting out. And two, my heart. And you can't measure that. That's right, and you can't measure that. So listen to me. I'm not about to tell you you can quit. I'm not about to tell you that you're going to keep that cycle going. I'm going to tell you to break that cycle. So listen to me. You can get in a different circle of influence. You can. You can get to another level, but it's going to take two things. Are you hearing me? I got here from my mind, and I envisioned it. I saw myself when I was still homeless, when I was still a high school dropout, when I was sleeping in abandoned buildings and eating out trash cans. I saw myself one day being where I am right now. I don't care where you are. Use what you got to get what you want. Use your mind. Use your vision. Use your dream. I dreamed my way out the hood. I dreamed my way out. And then I saw it. And then I would get up every day and I would grind hard. I would grind my way through it. So listen to me. I'm going to tell you a story. First gig I ever did in my life was Bermuda. Listen to me, I dreamed about Bermuda for 8 months before I got there. I'm not playing with you. I can't make this stuff up. Are you hearing me? I went to the library and I read about it. I asked my friends that were from Bermuda about Bermuda, and they told me about the water, and they told me about the palm trees, and they told me about the island. Are you listening to what I'm telling you? I dreamed it. 8 months, I dreamed it. I thought about it. I read about it. Listen to me, from where I was. Are you hearing me? From where I was, in college, not doing well. From where I was, I dreamed it. Not from Bermuda. I didn't dream it from Bermuda. I dreamed it from where I was, in the library, in my house, walking up and down that street, thinking about it. And on everything I love, I can't explain it to you. But the James family, the husband and wife, knocked on my small apartment door one day with me and my wife sitting there. And they walked in with 2 plane tickets. 2 plane tickets to Bermuda. Are you hearing me? And a 2-week itinerary of every church and every school and every youth detention center that I was going to speak at. And listen to me, it went from a dream. I'll never forget when I got my passport. I'll never forget when I landed on the island of Bermuda and said to myself, how in the world? And God said, it was your mind. As a man thinketh, so is he. Think your way out of it. Grind your way out. And I got up every day after I dreamed about Bermuda, and I went to that GED class and I put in work. I went in and I read to them and I spoke to them and I inspired them and I motivated them. So I leave you with this. Listen to me. Change your circle of influence. Change your circle of influence. Change your life. No, they may not give it to you, but what you want me to do? You want me to tell you it's okay to quit? You want me to tell you it's okay to surrender? They may not give it to you. Nobody might take you by the hand and take you there. You might not get a mentor. I don't know. But what I'm telling you is I did it with my mind and my heart. And if I can do it, started from the bottom. Now we here. Started from the bottom. I started with my mind. I started with my heart. You got a mind. You got a heart. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for somebody to feel sorry for you. And to my teachers out there, and to my mentors out there, stop giving them a pass to quit. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but you can do it. Listen to me, your boy E.T. telling you, I did it, you can do it. Now, a lot of young people talk about the Black Mamba. The Black Mamba, let me tell you something. When you talk about the Black Mamba, you talk about practice, it's a must-have. I watched this dude lose a game. I don't even know if it was the playoffs. I think it was like a regular game against the Miami Heat in Miami, South Beach, Florida. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but you want to go. It's a nice place to just hang out. Especially if you're on the road playing ball. It's a nice place after the game to go get dinner, sit on the beach. It's a nice, and I'm sure if you NBA, they probably got a VIP section for them on the beach. And unfortunately, the Lakers lost to the Miami Heat because Black Mamba missed a wide open shot in the corner, a set shot, he missed it. And what he did for the next 3-4 hours while everybody else was getting dressed and going on the beach, he sat there for hours shooting the exact same shot over and over and over and over, like he had never won a championship. I'm like, now hold up, where everybody else at on the Lakers? They need to be out there as a squad. But the Black Mamba's out there doing his thing like, I'm not on them, I messed up, I gotta practice. And this is not a coach practice, this is not the organization didn't call this one. This was just flat out, the Black Mamba was saying, this is a must have. And where most of you go wrong, you're not even 4.0 and you're not studying. Like, you're not even a 4.0 student. Like, you got a 2.0, a 2.5, a 3 something, and you still not really studying like that because for you it's like, it's not a must have. It blows my mind. I work with professional athletes I work with D1 athletes all over the world. And when I look at Twitter and Instagram, it blows my mind how dudes on Instagram, I'm like, bruh, you have not won a championship. Like, that's what you come here for, to win a championship. And so if you don't win a championship, I don't even know why it's people broke. I don't even know how you had enough time to do a 30-second video. You broke. How did you have time to do a video? How did you have time, like, to do a dance routine when you should be practicing? You should be lifting weights. You should be looking at film. You said, not me, that you want to win the tourney, that you want to win it all. You want to go to the Final Four. How do you want to go to the Final Four, but your schedule don't look like the Final Four? What are you tweeting about when you broke? You about to get kicked out on academic probation. What are you tweeting about? What are you talking about? Why do you even have friends? Like, why do you have friends? What do you need friends for? They're not helping you study. They're trying to convince you to do stuff. Let me give me 1 second. Listen to me very closely. I'm not trying to disrespect your little friends, but if they're your real friends and they're not helping you to get this, what kind of friends are they? Who are they? If it's your homeboy and he don't know what your dreams and goals are, if it's your homegirl and she don't know what your dreams are, if they're inviting you to parties, if they're inviting you to the movies, but they ain't never invited you to study, what kind of friend are they really? Because all my friends, this is what we own. Now, this is the thing. This got it, and I want you to be real with me. We got one or two problems. Either you a liar and what you wrote down you wasn't really serious about. You just did it because it was cute, or you really wanted. One of the two. And you got to decide if this what you wrote down, if you really want it or not. I can't sit here and lie and tell you that my faith has not helped me to get to where I am. And I want you to listen to this word, because it's a word that is used in the spirit realm. It's not a word that's used in the flesh. And why most of you will never be successful in your craft is because you're chasing a dollar and you don't honor your craft. I honor what I do. I honor it. It's sacred. The people are sacred. And that's what most of you're chasing money. Like, you doing this for the money, you'll never blow up because it's not sacred to you. When something is sacred, you spend time with it. When something is sacred, you take your doggone shoes off, because where you stand is holy ground. It's holy ground. It's sacred. This your life. This your life. You're putting your life in my hand. You're sitting here listening to me. I'm putting words in your spirit. I'm imparting ideas into your spirit. That ain't no joke. That ain't no game. When I come into this place, I didn't eat on the plane. They serving me food. I'm like, I can't eat it. They're like, you in first class, sir. Somebody ordered the quiche for you. I can't eat the quiche right now. It's like, why not? I'm like, it might be something in it. I can't afford to get sick. I can't eat. I can't afford to put food in my mouth if I don't know where it came from. I can't afford this the airplane. Ain't no telling where this stuff come from. Nobody wash their hands. I don't know. I got 3 gigs. I got to be ready when I get there. Don't give me that water. I need bottled water. Don't bring me no water in no cup. I don't know where that came from. I needed to open it because I got people who spent money, and I cannot say I'm sick. I can't tell these people I'm sick. Your stuff needs to be sacred. You don't even know what to do if you don't know who you are. And so I want to tell you, if nobody's told you, perhaps your mom didn't tell you today. Perhaps your dad didn't tell you today. I don't know, maybe your teacher had an attitude and she didn't say it before you left school, but you are amazing. Yep, I said it. Bring it in. I said it. You are amazing. That's right. I'm going to say it again. You are amazing. And you need to understand something. I do not get paid to do this. I've been doing this for 8 years. I have no sponsors. I don't think somebody sent me like $5 to do this. So ET, why would you keep doing it year after year, month after month, week after week? Why? Because I know something about you that you may not know about yourself. You are amazing. And it's time for you to act like you're amazing. It's time for you to do the amazing, right? It's time for you to know you are amazing. So listen to me. I'm gonna give you an assignment. But before we go there, I gotta let you know I'm telling you the truth. Now, when I was a high school dropout, when I was homeless, right? When I was getting kicked out of school, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I did not know I was amazing. I told you before, no disrespect, but my biological father wasn't in my life. So I didn't have him to tell me when I got up every day, E.T., you are amazing. Like, me and my mom had some challenges, so my mom wasn't necessarily telling me, you are amazing, right? And so I was eating out of trash cans, right? Listen to me. I was getting kicked out of school. Like, I was in the mall, stealing from the mall, getting in trouble, getting arrested. watch it, listen. And some pastor brought me to church, right? And I'm telling you, my man would tell me on a weekly basis, you are amazing. And it's time for you to act amazing and do the amazing. So I want to just say this to you real quick. You are not your test score. Are you hearing me? Look at E.T. I've never done well on a standardized test. You are not your grades. You are amazing. You're not what happened to you, where you were born, what circumstance you come from. You are amazing. You hear me? You are amazing. And the day you recognize you're amazing, the day you understand how amazing you are, everything changed. Look, my standardized test, they didn't change. My test scores didn't change. My grades didn't necessarily change like that. It's when I became aware of the fact that I'm gifted, that I'm special. And I need you to understand something. When you recognize who you are, when you realize how amazing you are, there's certain things you're not gonna do no more. When you recognize how amazing you are, there's certain people you're not gonna hang around no more. When you realize how amazing you are, there's just certain things you're not gonna do no more. Because eagles and pigeons don't run together. And when you realize, sweetheart, that you're an eagle, my brother, when you realize you're a king, my sister, when you realize you're a queen, things are gonna change. Why? Because queens don't do what everybody else do. Kings don't do what everybody else do. And so I'm telling you, you are amazing. Now draw me a line. And I want you to do me a favor. That's right, I said it. Draw a line, and I just want you to put one thing on there. Well, matter of fact, two things. Put amazing and put super duper amazing. And I just want you to write down all the things that make you amazing. Like, for real, just sit down. For real, I don't care about your teacher. We ain't talking about your grades right now. We're not talking about what you did in school, what you didn't do in school. We're not talking about where you were born, where you come from. We're not talking about that. Look, all that aside, I just want you to write down, I'm amazing. Why? I'm a people person. I'm amazing. I'm intelligent in my own right. I'm amazing. I'm an artist. I'm amazing. I do music. I'm amazing. I love people. Like, whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm amazing, E.T. Everything that makes you special. Everything that makes you you. And then I want you to get up. Listen to me. I love you guys. That's why I do what I do. Now it's time for you to recognize how amazing you are. Right? So just do that for me. Just write down how amazing you are. And I just want you to look at it in the morning, look at it at night, look at it in the evening. And I'm not telling you something I read in a book or something somebody told me. I'm telling you I went from being who I was to who I am now. And guess what? My biological father never came back in my life. Like, I'm being 100. Like, nothing changed, but I woke up one day and realized, yo, E, so what your father wasn't in your life? You still amazing. So what you got kicked out of Detroit Public School? You still amazing. So what you ate out of trash cans? You still amazing. And there's nothing your circumstances could do about it. And so the difference between the old E.T. and the new E.T. is that I know by the grace of God, I'm amazing. And you're amazing too. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you to start acting like it. It's your boy E.T. saying I love you, I believe in you, and now it's time for you to believe in yourself.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to know, what did you think? Did you enjoy this video? Are you motivated now? It's hard not to be after watching all of that E.T. I'm curious to know though, which clip had the biggest impact on you? What lesson did you learn from this video that you're going to immediately apply to your life or to your business somehow? Leave it in the comments below and I'm gonna join in the discussion. Also, I wanna give a quick shout out to Devon Treesh. Thank you so much for picking up a copy of my book, Your One Word, and posting that picture to Instagram. I really appreciate it, man. So thank you guys again for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you soon.